welcome back to Real Reviews. This is Cody Williams, and we're here to talk about the movie, The Taking of Deborah Logan. This is a found footage horror movie. If you're not familiar what a found footage movie is, it's a movie that is like Blair Witch Project, Cloverfield, Paranormal Activity, and so on. It utilizes the shaky camera aspect in the filmmaking to give the movie a more hands-on realistic take. The movie released back in 2014 on Netflix, but I never got the chance to see it, unfortunately. Well, it finally got a Blu-ray release the other day, so I bought it and I watched it. Lo and behold, I was so unnerved and disturbed by how truly scary this movie was. I don't scare easily, but this movie did a dang good job to unsettle me. Now, before I get any further, let's talk about the movie's story. The movie follows an elderly woman, Deborah Logan, who is battling Alzheimer's disease, who agrees to let a film crew document her condition. But what they soon discover is something far more sinister going on. So there you go. That's the movie story. Not only is the Alzheimer's disease respectively portrayed perfectly in this movie, because that's terrifying and sad already, but how supernatural horror is utilized in this movie is just amazing. I mean, what I mean by supernatural, this is a possession movie just like The Exorcist. What I liked about this movie is how the scares were effectively implemented. The film didn't totally rely on the jump scares like how most horror movies do nowadays. The movie uses visual imagery to creep you out and to create a great feel of suspense. It kept me on my toes not knowing what to expect next, and the movie was just really anxiety-inducing. This is definitely one of the better horror movies I have seen in a while. I just can't fathom why it didn't get a Blu-ray release sooner than it did, especially how good the movie was. The major standout in this movie is actress Jill Larson, and she plays Deborah Logan impeccably. I'm not familiar with her, so I actually had to look up what other stuff she has been in. She played the manacled woman in Shutter Island, and also in the daytime soap opera, All My Children. The makeup used for her character to show her deterioration throughout this movie is just so spot on perfect. It looked fantastic and gross at the same time. Jill Larson shows off as sweet and caring at first, but throughout the movie, she transforms into being menacing. Her unpredictable behavior in this movie really makes for a good, creepy movie. The movie is directed by the same director of both movies, Insidious: The Last Key and Escape Room, Adam Beadle. I loved both of those horror flicks, and this movie is actually his first full-length feature film debut as a director from what I saw on IMDb. This guy has actually done pretty good for the horror genre so far, and I'm looking forward to his future films. To be honest, I am wary about most horror movies nowadays, but this movie, I didn't have any issues or dislikes about it, believe it or not. It's hard to come across good horror movies that don't have any imperfections. The tense, foreboding atmosphere is the biggest selling point of this movie, and it really kept me on edge for the whole duration. I know movies in general are subjective, but in my honest opinion, this is definitely one of the scariest horror movies I have seen in quite some time. If you haven't seen it yet, I implore you to watch it. I give this movie an A. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Keep up with my real reviews.